Hey, what's up guys? Matt from Biggs Box Garage. Just want to talk to you all about our goal for the car, a little bit of history on myself, history on the car as well, and kind of my other project I have sitting out in the driveway right now, and just kind of go over stuff like that. The car was originally a Slant 6, which is still right behind me right there. It was a solid engine, great running engine. I drove this car everywhere. Problem it was it started leaking. It was hemorrhaging oil. I had to carry extra oil in the trunk just so I could make sure to top it off. The transmission was leaking a little bit, starting to go. Like I said, everything in there was original. It had been there forever. So the car came into my life when I was about 15 years old. My dad and my stepbrother were working on it. And they were originally going to put like a 360 in it, an old LA 360. And that kind of just fell apart. I don't really know what happened. I was still a kid at the time, wasn't really paying attention to what they were doing. I didn't grow up into cars. I didn't really start getting into cars until I was in about my early 20s. This car really definitely gave me the bug, but then it was gone from my line of sight for a long time. I currently have a 63 C10 that I put a big block in with a TKO 600 behind it. Then I drove that for a little bit, but not with the big block because it's still having some issues. This car, I mean, I don't want to say it was like my holy grail car because that line gets thrown around so much. You guys know what show I'm talking about too. But I mean, it was a holy grail for me. It wasn't because it was a Mopar, and it wasn't because of this or that. It was because it was this car. I wanted this car when I was 15. It didn't happen. But I wanted it. I've talked about this car so much that when I bought the car, I didn't talk to my wife. I just called her and said, hey, I bought the car. She instantly knew what car I was talking about, and she was super excited for me. She's been super supportive in everything I've done with it, and if I need it and it's within the budget, we get it. So I can get this car going. Working on I can't get out of the way enough, the Hemi sitting right behind me. It's a 2007 5.7 out of a Charger. The goal right now is we're going to get the comp cams in it. I'm going to Narcoleptic Customs, Narcs Cart. And we're going to rebuild the heads, and I'm going to shoot a video on that. I'm rebuilding the transmission with my friend Larry. We keep trying to connect, but family stuff comes up and we don't seem to make it. But we'll get there. That will also be another video. These couple videos, next few videos are going to be a little bit longer. I apologize. I know I was trying to keep them short, but I did say there'd be some long ones. The goal with this car is going to be, I want to do Power Tour and Lap of America with it. So, needless to say, there's going to be front-end suspension upgrades. There's going to be a 4-link going in the rear end. Some of the purists out there, they're not going to like me because I'm putting a Ford 9-inch behind it. But it was a $100 Ford 9-inch versus a $1,000 8 3/4. I mean, you just got to take your win where you can get your win. We're putting a $100 904 behind it, but we're doing a Cope Racing Transmission street and strip kit, so it should be up to 500 horsepower. And then we're doing a B&M shift kit, get a little bit firmer shift so you can definitely feel what it's doing. We're going to do the Comp Cam Stage 2 kit in this, HRT kit in this with the spring upgrade, which is why we're going to rebuild the heads. These engines are notorious for dropping valves. It's actually what happened to this one behind me, and it was in the floor in pieces of a gentleman's kitchen. He'd already took it to the machine shop, so we're just going to, so far everything is checked out. I've had it double checked, and everything's checked out. So we're really excited that $600 Hemi, complete with everything, we just got to put it back together. I have a few challenges for some drag races already, but that might be because I've been talking a little bit of smack. Michael Narcs and I are working on an event, but more about that in a later video. For right now, the goal is we're going to get all the wiring cleaned up. Since we're running the Holley Terminator standalone computer kit, we're going to try to tuck that all in the glove box so it's out of the way and the engine bay is nice, neat, and clean. One thing that we're going to be doing is I'm going to try to leave it as stock looking on the outside as we can. That means I'm going to find some rally wheels. All the Plymouth guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to run crazy big wheels. I want to get the car repainted to its factory color of Toro red. But I want to change up just a few things, but it's going to look good. Guys, I don't know what to say. This is my dream car. And the fact that I'm blessed with a family that supports me in working on this, and the fact that it happened to be in my life that I could get it. A lot of y'all that are watching this know me personally, And no, I'm a big emotion kind of guy. So the fact that I got this car, it was quite the day for me, and just the fact that I get to work on it every day as a hobby is huge. I've met so many great people through cars. Like I said, I didn't grow up into cars, but everything I know, I learned working a summer in a body shop, and then just kind of teaching myself along the way as I go. I've had a few cousins show me some stuff. I've had some great friends show me some stuff. Guys, it takes a village. If you're going to do a big project like this, it takes a village. You got to have support around you. But at the same time, you got to be willing and be mentally strong enough, because there's going to be days where it doesn't go right. There's going to be days where you fix something and something else catches on fire. I mean, every car guy that I've talked to understands this. And I mean, I know you guys probably understand it as well. Uh, like I said, the car we're hoping it'll go far. I have Project Gojira. It's my C10. I named it that because I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I'm a bit of a nerd, but huge Godzilla fan. And the fact that I was building a C10 with a big block in it and everything, guys, there's not really that many big block C10s where I'm at. I'm sure there are in other parts of the country, but where I'm at, it's usually LS swaps where they're just putting in a tried and true 350. I went with a bored out 454. With the Duster, we're calling it Hemistrosity. I let my wife name it. It's Hemistrosity, and I mean that's the name. I don't really know too much to say. I'm not very good on being in front of the camera for once. I usually try to just film the car and stuff. But I do appreciate y'all's support. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Just keep on checking out what we got coming, because there's a lot of good stuff coming. Y'all have a good night.